Yes, the divergence in economic fortunes between Asia and Africa over the past 50 years can be attributed to a combination of factors. These include the difference in political stability, economic policies, human capital development, infrastructure investment, and global integration. While Asia has emerged as a global economic powerhouse, Africa continues to face significant challenges in unlocking its potential and achieving sustainable economic development. So these challenges require deep thought. For Africa to catch up, it required concerted efforts to promote good governance, inclusive growth, investment in human capital, infrastructure development, and integration into the global economy. And that is the biggest difference why 50 years ago, Asia and Africa were in identical same situation. They shared similar economic trajectories. Both were grappling with the legacies of colonialism. Africa and Asia were dealing with underdevelopment and poverty. However, the subsequent divergence in economic fortunes between the two regions can be attributed to political stability and governance, economic policies and reforms, investment in education and human capital, infrastructure development, and external factors and globalization. So, so Africa as a continent is a breathtaking place. The landscapes are beautiful, rich cultures, and untapped potential remains. So, why are these potentials shackled in poverty? There's a vast amount of resources, and also the people are resilient. Why are African countries languishing in the shadows of underdevelopment and also mirrored in this cycle of poverty that seems to be unbreakable? Why did the Asian countries get out of this vicious cycle of poverty? Right now, the economic gap between Africa and other regions, especially Asia, because they were the same 50 years ago, underscores the stark reality of our continent's underdevelopment. Economic barriers, both historical and systematic, have made it difficult to develop. They have stifled growth and perpetuated poverty in the African continent, leaving millions of Africans trapped in a cycle of deprivation and despair. How do we change that? But to truly understand the root cause of Africa's poverty, we must peel back the layers of history and confront uncomfortable truths. My friends, political instability, corruption, and the destruction of capital have created an environment where industries struggle to take root and thrive. This in turn deprives poverty or let me do that again. Political instability, corruption, and the destruction of capital have created an environment where industries are not able to strive or they are not able to take root and succeed. So, since industries cannot thrive or take root to succeed, this now deprives people of economical development. So, the people are deprived of economically viable opportunities. And since there's no opportunities, this is now leading to impoverished populations. Because of lack of opportunities, people are impoverished. And because of this, people being impoverished leads to further in political instability. So it's a vicious cycle. There's political instability because of the impoverishment of the people. People are impoverished because of lack of economically viable opportunities. So Africa, with a vast land and abundant natural resources, this should be a source of wealth, the natural resources. This should be a source of wealth and prosperity for the people. We know that in Africa, trillions of dollars lie buried beneath our feet. And they're just waiting to be unearthed and harnessed for benefits of all. Yet, the challenges posed is that even with these resources, we cannot take advantage of them and get ourselves out of the vicious cycle of poverty. And this is caused by the challenges posed by the artificial borders imposed by the colonial powers that have hindered Africa's ability to fully exploit these resources and unlock the potential or unlock the full potential. So Africa needs to see how they can get rid of these borders. They must look at how they can come together and then build strong institutions and the prevalence of strong countries or strong people. So to break free of this chain, that Africa must strengthen itself. It must uphold the rule of law across every sector, every country, and then the continent will grow. And then must also ensure better protection of property rights. And that can begin from country to country, and then they work together to come as the African Union is trying to say they want to do. So protection of property rights across the continent. Because economic success breeds economic success and only can be created in an environment conducive to investment and, of course, innovation and entrepreneurship. Then, only then, we can unlock Africa's true potential. The exchange of technology and knowledge must be prioritized. You must be able to exchange technology and knowledge across the continent. This is the only way that Africa will be able to bridge the gap between the rich and the poor in the continent. So Africa and the more developed regions so what I mean by that is Africa has some regions that are more developed than others. And what I'm saying is the regions that are more developed should now be able to exchange technology and knowledge. So there's knowledge transfer across the continent. So the more developed regions must be able to transfer knowledge to the other regions that are less developed. So by embracing new technologies and fostering innovation, Africa can leapfrog traditional development barriers and chart a path towards prosperity. So the road ahead may be long. It may be tough. It may be fraught with challenges, but Africa has the resilience, creativity, and determination to overcome them. Let us seize this moment as an opportunity to confront the root cause of poverty, unleash the continent's vast potential, and build a future where Africa shines as a beacon of hope, or as a beacon of progress and prosperity for all its people. Let investment and education be the cornerstone. Let's prioritize investment in education and human capital development. Let's provide population with the skills and knowledge needed to drive economic growth and innovation. So, even though we are faced with challenges with inadequate education systems, limited access to quality healthcare, and high levels of illiteracy, we must now seize the moment. Let's invest heavily in infrastructure development, including transportation, telecommunication, and energy systems, which facilitate trade, connectivity, and industrialization. Let us do that. Let us end this vicious cycle. Let's build together as a continent of with hope and strategy and have good leaders in place. Thank you, and that's my 2 cents for the day.